Eric giving some tips to our favorite guitar manufacturers on selling direct and how to do it the best way possible. Hey, it's me, Baxter
and Jonathan.
So a lot of our manufacturers that we work with have gone direct to consumer.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, well, not really. That's a whole other point. We've done videos on it. We're past that, though. It's okay. We're going to talk about, but we were noticing that we were looking at some of this, the way it works. And it was like, oh my God, there's some red flags here. We got to help them. So here's some advice. So if you're working with manufacturing, this is actually for you. And if you're not, you just have some fun with it, some humor, we're having a good time.
Life hacks.
So click like, subscribe, hit the bell. Thanks for joining us. First step, we were noticed on Taylor.com. I put a guitar on my car, and I got doing the check, and I was like, oh, 1 day shipping, $89. Cool. If I have a stolen credit card, I'm definitely doing that.
Yes.
100%, because I'm getting that guitar in 1 day that knows. There's no time to get that. So that's red flag number one as a guitar shop.
Scott.
Oh, when 1 day shipping is asked for off the bat, because then with this too, the manufacturers have no visibility, no contact with the customer. Because like with any big purchase with our shop, you're going to hear from us with an email, a phone call, just to make sure you're good, your card wasn't stolen, but it's mainly to say hello and talk about the guitar and be like, hey man, we're psyched you got it. When we do that,
It's part of the fun, right? So,
well, the fun too, but every once in a while we get somebody on the phone that knows.
it saved us a ton though with guitars that would have been stolen, and which is a headache.
At least $50,000 worth of prevented sales this year so far. Like stolen guitars just from when you get somebody on the phone, if they're both, because when we were shipping a $20,000 guitar to a $5,000 guitar to a $2,500.
Well, you think it's always a red flag to us if like a $10,000 guitar gets bought cold. There's been no contact, no email, no phone call, but really that's all they're going to have.
It's all they're going to have.
It's just a cold. And I mean,
so if you are our manufacturer, I'm just curious how your fraud presents you, because we work all within the same credit card processing companies. It can't be that much difference. They probably have an insurance base that they're paying per guitar. That's the thing they can do. So if you're not doing that, I'll give you a recommended. That way you're not losing too much and losing your shirts there entirely. So, because what we're thinking, it goes back to Guitar Center days of like shrinkage. So they're gonna be losing a lot of guitars. They're paying an insurance and percentage per guitar to the insurance company if they do it that way.
Yep.
Or they're just gonna allow for a certain amount of guitars to be stolen. In shops, we have to do that, unfortunately. It's part of the nature because there's a bunch of scumbags out there.
And once the people who steal guitars realize they can steal the guitars, it's like blood in the water.
It is. It's like a frenzy. We've seen it here. When people try with that, for some reason it always happens in batches.
It does.
It's not like one and just like, a month. It's like 5 in the same day.
It's like sort of how how famous people die in threes.
God, yeah.
It's like that. But it's not in threes.
Speaking of that, I was showing my kids the Sharknado trailers last night, and they're like, this is the greatest moment of our lives. They thought it was hilarious. They're like, and I said, this is based on a true story. Like, what? I'm like, I know. My kids, when they're grown up, they're gonna be like, my dad was a piece of turd. No, but so what's gonna happen though, if the shrinkage, the theft becomes so high, it will expedite the price increases that will go across the board from these manufacturers, from Fender, Gibson, Taylor, Martin, everybody that's doing
So
stuff.
it's good news for everyone.
Good news for everyone. So we're hoping that just you have to have some outreach contact. It might take a little time. Have some guys in there that can do it. They can reach out and talk to the customers of big purchases. If it's just a bunch of 114s, I guess just let those $900 guitars just flat.
Just a 114, no big deal.
The sneaky nature of credit card fraud is it's insane today. It's not as simple as like the ABS match that you're going to be seeing. So like that's if you're working within manufacturing base and you're the financing chair, like there's an ABS credit match. You just got to be careful with that. That's a clear red flag if it's not right. But sometimes it's just shipping.
It seems more and more like it's just doesn't matter.
No, but we've had that like where it hasn't matched before though, and it's a valid thing because the person has moved and hasn't changed the information on the credit card to match it right. So there's a lot of sort of work, and we'll talk to credit card companies, to the customer, to ourselves when we go to sleep to make sure we did everything right. It's a process. They're gonna have to. I guess number 3. That was number 2. Number 3, you have to beef up their customer service departments insanely because prepare for the phone calls.
No, people don't call about their stuff.
Well, no,
They're fine.
I don't know. I want to talk to someone about a $3,999 purchase someday.
Yes.
Or a $999 purchase someday sometimes. It's a guitar. It's not.
Or $500. I mean, there's all sorts of things.
But these are all luxury sort of fun items. Like, well, I use it for work. I'm like, I know, but you still don't need a $4,000 guitar necessarily for your work. You'd be fine with it.
I can't believe you'd say that, but whatever.
He just creases me all the time. I still have a Squire that I think is great. I'm sorry. But I also spend way too much money on things as well. I'm an idiot. But no, it's part of what we do, and we take extreme pride in it.
Yes.
Like, we love it. All day today, Jonathan and I have been on the phone or in person, which has been great. We have a lot of great people that have made trips to come in and see us today. Just cool. It's been a lot of fun. We get to hang out in the studio. We get to talk some smack and like high five and take down pictures. I gave one to a wedgie today before he left. He's like, I've always wanted a wedgie from you guys, but you got it.
An atomic wedgie.
Yeah, I got it. Damn. It was like extreme, male camel toe happened in the front. It was awesome.
You know how they have those slap competitions?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Imagine if a wedgie league started where you just give each other wedgies over and over.
The competitions are like such bull crap too, because sometimes the guys they'll pop you full on like this, and now like a slap, I feel like,
no, they get that palm and it's against there. I mean,
it's your ball. Yeah, it's gonna knock you out, especially cups the ear.
Oh yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that except for like maybe the crazy Russian ones.
No, I mean it's like,
but
it's nuts. Oh, you said I can't get distracted. I got to stay on topic. Let's start talking about Russian women and how pretty they are. Duh, focus. No, it's because I know some of the cats at the Fender customer care, and like these guys are really good.
Sure.
But there's not enough of them to handle the influx and outgoing call abilities. That's what, guys like Sweetwater have it dialed into a CS. We're really good at it too, but we still miss stuff because we're a small team. There's there's only a few of us that are full time here. It feels like we're always here.
But I mean, it's a lot sometimes when people buy guitars and they have questions. Sometimes it's not even like a bad thing. They just have a cool boy. I mentioned today that I just answered an email where the guy, bought a really cool amp and he just had some questions, and it's awesome to be able to help him. But
that's something the manufacturer just beef that up. Like Sean and I were on a Zoom call with a gentleman across the world yesterday for 2 hours. We took turns sort of talking because I had to handle some other customers. I had another Zoom call I had scheduled. And then I had to go out and take care of some folks buying some amps and stuff because Derek had some other things he was handling. Somebody else was doing something else. You were doing a Calypso dance lesson. But it's fun. We do that. So that's something that, good luck with that part. Develop it. Number 4, the restocking fees I've seen on some of these things and the return game. Now, some of these manufacturers are applying it sort of hidden in the sort of fine print. There is a restocking fee not negotiable of at least 10%. And there's a return policy at least, so it could go up. It could be like 50%. This was messed up. We're gonna 80% return profit. And then you could be like, I hate them. I'm gonna write them a bad review. It's like, we are a major manufacturer. We doesn't matter about your silly bad review.
It matters not.
Shops do, and we also care because we're people, and we usually talk to every.
Yeah.
So they really have to balance what's going to work on their favor there.
I don't understand exactly like if you're selling direct and you're a major manufacturer and you get returns, like what do you do with them? You know what I mean? Like, let's say...
I know what you do with it. They do the same thing when they get returns from their big... they reship into another one of the major resellers.
Right. Like, it just seems like it could be a bad cycle.
If CUR returns stuff, it ends up going to GC. If GC and vice versa, and they might use it in the overseas distribution.
So it might be the same thing, just in
it'll just go resell.
Smaller scale, one at a time.
Or if it's something does get boinked up too much, so it'll go into the Fender mod shop.
Yeah.
Pile, get a respray, mod shop it. That's what happens. It's just the nature of things there. It's fun so far. Number 5 is one of my favorites. And get a Spokeo account.
I didn't even know what that was. No, I do.
We use it religiously.
Yeah.
It's when there's purchases, it's just a way you have to do background checks sometimes, and it's just because there's a lot of credit card fraud out there.
A lot.
We had someone bounce my personal credit card the other day a little bit. I had to jump on that and got it, froze account cards for a day, fixed it, got it cleared out. We're good. But it's Spokeo. It's a great thing, and don't worry. We'll even put an affiliate link here so we can make some money on the back end on that too, because that's what everybody else does on YouTube. So you can. We probably won't do that. It's just
it'd be cool if we had one.
It's just too much effort.
It's a lot of
I don't think Spokeo has affiliate links, but
it would take minutes.
But no, we think Spokeo is fantastic. It's just a great way you can sort of confirm and check if emails and phone numbers match up.
Yep.
If this is for anybody selling guitars, you're selling to. If you're selling to Reverb, you're a little more protected. If you're selling direct to anybody else through like PayPal's and Venmos, you should be involved in this as well.
Yep.
It can save you thousands of dollars and hours of heartache.
Hooped.
It's and something else we do often too when there is like a fraudulent type of activity we're not sure on, we will contact the customer's credit card issuing bank or the credit card company, and we will sort of go through with them to make sure that the right numbers are matching up with emails and phone numbers.
Yep.
Not just for us, but primarily for the customer too. Like some of the financial institutions are, why are you calling? You guys are protected. I'm like, yeah, but if someone else's credit card is stolen and we feel it in our guts, we want to make sure this guy is safe. Will you please freeze his account if this is not matching up? And they're like, oh my God, they said, yeah, this is a really expensive purchase. It doesn't match.
I can remember, it's been years since this has happened, but before we figured some of these things out, you'd get the real person calling, hey, you guys charged, $7,000 to my credit card. Oh man, no, you did that. Oh no, I didn't do that. And then it's just kind of everyone's heart kind of sinks,
No, it's a stinker. Oh, I need to get my money back. I'm like, yeah, I know, but we just sent a guitar out. Like, so we've gotten really good, and it's still, we get beat every once in a while too. It's just part of the nature of the business. Unfortunately, there's criminals out there, but hopefully as the manufacturers learn to get better at this, just it takes a team to sort of reach out and do this, unless they figure out in their algorithm the amount of loss they're willing to accept.
I'm sure there's a number. But like you said,
like I have a number.
It's a good point that might drive the old costs up a little quicker than it has been in the past.
So my advice to you, fair manufacturers and all that are doing it, just like take a few of those little pointers if it helps. If it doesn't, just throw it out. Hopefully it was a little fun. But as a customer as well, just if you're a criminal, that's the place to go right now.
Basically, we're saying steal their guitars.
Just don't steal ours. No,
absorb it. It's fine.
No, but if you are a customer, like just I'm still gonna, even though we're trying to help our manufacturers out here too, love those guys, but shop from your local shops. Those are the ones that built those brands too. We're doing fine and dandy. It's been super. I can't believe it. Thank you for everyone that is still choosing to buy instruments with us. It means more than we can say. We can almost afford to get macaroni and cheese
one day. And
we're going to go to the movies one day again. Tightwad Tuesday, though.
Tightwad Tuesday.
We need to go on Tuesdays because it's half price.
I mean, sneak food in. We can't afford movie food.
I do sneak food in still. It's good. That's
just good sense.
And it's just part of the fun.
It's part of the fun.
It's fun, like when you're like, yeah, I carry a man bag all the time. My Merce.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a Merce guy. The Merce guys in the South, that's a city thing. But no, it's fun. So, and if you guys have any more tips to help the manufacturers, share them in the comments. The manufacturers that we work with do watch our videos. Most of them do. Some actually love them. Some hate them. That's okay. We like to spread joy as much as possible. And we actually like
what's not to love.
All of our manufacturers pretty good. Yeah, I've had some like really fun conversations with almost all my reps this week. It's been a cool time. And like my guy over at Taylor, we always talk, but my guy at Martin, he had some tough phone calls he had to make with me, just like let me know some bad news about stuff. I was like, but he's such a cool dude. He did a great job at it, and he's a cool cat. So it was just good talking with him.
It's good.
And he's very bad news. That's all right. I'm not gonna kill the messenger. No. I'm not Leonidas.
Oh,
this is Casino. Bam. That didn't happen. But that's my 2 cents.
Right to the hole.
And that hole will exist. And like the thing I love about Leonidas and all the Spartans is like some of those quotes from the Silly Movie, which I love the Silly Movie. I love it. Those are real quotes. Like, like when they said we're gonna the arrows are gonna blow out in the sun, and then we'll fight in the shade. Like the Spartans were known for being sarcastic, hilarious, just like, let's give them a drink, boys. They push them into the water. And
like the great NBA trash talkers of the 90s.
Larry Bird.
Like Larry Bird.
Oh my God.
All those guys.
Is Larry Bird like 90s or is he 80s? He's both, right?
He was some of the 90s, but I feel like his heyday was late 80s.
Because he was one of those short shorts.
Oh yeah.
Which I think are way cooler looking than that stupid stuff we're wearing today. God bless Larry Bird.
What a basketball IQ.
I mean, seriously.
Seriously.
It's like you watch like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, like
all those dudes.
Michael Jordan, like
amazing. Jordan is amazing too. But I mean, like Bird, you forget how amazing Bird is until you watch highlights and watch him like pass the ball and shoot. And you're just like,
Do you remember the video game like Bird versus Johnson, like Magic Bird versus Johnson, when you played that game? It was a little like it was only on the old Apples and the old PCs and super bad graphics, but you had one. It was just 101. It's called 101.
yeah. Is it Johnson? Is it Magic Johnson versus Bird?
Yeah.
Well, there was a Jordan versus Bird too,
I
right?
think it was Magic Johnson versus Bird.
Because do you remember? This is starting way back. This is going to tie in lots of things you love. Do you remember the McDonald's commercials where Bird and Jordan are playing horse?
God, yeah, vaguely. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
And they're playing for like the Big Mac or whatever.
Yes. Holy cow, I forgot about that. And that new movie Air is on Amazon right now.
I kind of want to see
I don't know why. I have it on my list to watch that. I started watching the J-Lo, the new movie, like her new action film on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called. The Mother.
Okay.
It is the trash. I couldn't even get through it. I love action films. I like bad action films.
I was going to say bad action films are usually really
even like
really
funny comedic, like
Right.
Polar or something with like Mads Mikkelsen. Hilarious.
But this is not watchable.
It's like watching like The Bourne Identity if it was like for stupid people. I was like, it's like paint by numbers action film. And J-Lo is gorgeous and amazing in every possible way. And she does a fine job, but like the set pieces are bad. It doesn't look right when she's doing the action. It's clearly a stunt person. Everything's just absurd. The story is ridiculous, which I'm okay with. John Wick's story is ridiculous.
Yeah, of course it is.
But one of the best movies franchises to be launched in the past 10 years and 20 years. Oh no, it's horrible. Don't watch.
Down the high table. Taking them down.
Guy, have you seen the last one?
No, I haven't yet.
It came out, right?
I know.
I'm waiting for it to come straight.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna see it. I can't wait. We can have a movie night at my house.
We need to have all sorts of movie night. When is the new Dune coming out?
We'll definitely do that. I'm going to that at the theater. I didn't see. I want to see that.
Yeah, because we didn't really get to see the first one.
It was during COVID.
Robbed from us.
No, the villain. I can't say his name. Villeneuve is the director's name.
Oh, yeah.
Villain inside. He does great visuals, and
I feel like there should be a theater that just runs them both back to back with a little break in between.
I could watch do that. I would do it with you.
Yeah.
Like I would get the big refillable drink, and I just get like a bucket and can in it.
That was
just have the popcorn bucket and eat it. We use it to see it.
What's that smell? Oh my god!
I remember drinking like with some friends in the movie once years ago. Like one of them had a 40, and he put it down. And he might have been a little drunk. It rolled all the way from the back to the front row. It had like terraces too, so then it broke. I've had some great experiences in movies. I love movies. I love going to the theater. Go to the theater. Go to live concerts. Do it all. God, we're talking about manufacturers and giving them tips right now.
Well, we did that. The tips were there.
Yeah, we're already done. So if you're still with us,
They've tuned out.
we're distracted. The manufacturer's like, God, can we go back to work?
They tuned out on number 2.
Like, screw those guys giving us advice. We know how to do it great.
We'll see.
Not from what I've heard. Some of it. So it's from my internals.
They might show us.
They're amazing at building guitars.
They are
Amazing. And they're amazing at facilitating and helping us sell them. I hope they do well at this in a strange way. Because I like my friends there.
It's true.
I want everyone to keep jobs.
Yes.
I'm a weird, strange, what am I, hippie capitalist?
We'll go with that.
I don't know what you call that.
Hippy dippy capitalist.
Hippy dippy capitalist.
That Baxter.
Some people, I think I was called space capitalist at one point. Not badly, because I just believe like the future of mankind lies in the stars. But I don't want like businesses going out there and like creating like the expanse and all that crap. But I feel like we're gonna have a great future one day. I'm an optimist. Some of my friends are not.
I mean, that is the premise of the extended Dune universe, basically.
I mean, once we get rid of like the pesky computers.
I mean, Elon's working on it. He's going to put us on Mars.
I think we have to get rid of computers eventually. Or we will have the fate of mankind and Dune from before the movies.
Yeah, I just saw that. I mean, you keep seeing those things where it's like the people ask the AI like what the outlook for next like 2 years, then 10 years, and then or 10 years or whatever, right? And the first 2 were like all positive, great stuff, but the 10-year, what was like?
Bad?
Oh yeah, it's like people losing control and AI arms race.
There's machines murdering everybody.
Yeah, basically.
No, let's not do that. Instead, let's just sell guitars, buy guitars, have fun playing guitars. I gotta stop buying amps eventually, but not really.
You could have self-playing AI guitars.
Well, I mean, I watched the thing with Billy Corgan in some interview talking about like the AI and music being written today, and it's it's definitely going to be a thing.
Oh yeah,
Like it's just
we've done videos,
I mean,
but
like, and it's okay. He's like, it's not his bad thing. It's like it's the same. Like we just do the analog version of it by listening to other people's music, and we sort of synthesize that.
Yeah.
But now the computers can do it, and maybe it'll be better.
It's fine.
Just go to sleep. Plug in.
Derek's like, why are you guys still talking?
Sorry, Derek. I'm a rant right now. Too much caffeine.
Shut up.
He's like banging his head on the camera right now. But he's like, okay, now he's holding it. He's not.
If he had a weapon, we'd jump.
He's waving a weapon around, but that's not a weapon. That's all in the set. It's disturbing.
Some kind of weapon.
I'm trying to stare at the camera now so I don't have to see that. Thanks for joining us. Click like, subscribe.
Hit the bell. We'll see you in a